Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, a video that has been requested many a times and probably the start of a new-ish off-season series. Your boy playing quarterback in the league. This is actually the first time I ever got significant snaps in a game. Got a chance to play essentially 2 quarters-ish. Week 2, 2007. Lions at home versus the Vikings. Overtime win, locked in. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you dig this video, you dig this kind of content, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. All right, the first ever completion for me. 3rd and 9. A little check down to my boy Sean. Tight end, fullback type here, checking the flat. I think this play, no shock here that it's 7-step drop, huh? You're welcome. Back us up. I think I'm supposed to be working the 4 and the shallow to the left. 7 steps. Yo. Again, hit the back of the drop. Left tackle, lap. Got to go. Find my guy Sean in the flat. Nice catch. That's not a great throw, coach. Look at the body language. Yo, right at the knees. Nice catch. And I think we actually get a first on this. So 3rd and 9. Find the check down. Again, things to notice. You know, if you watch the full game, you'll see my full rant on the Patreon community. But this idea being so many 7-step drops. The concept here to me is what I'm used to calling a 4 in this offense, or a deep in. That's actually not drawn to scale. I think we run a shallow from Fury, and then like that 7 or corner cut from Shawnee Mack. Okay. If it was Tampa, which I think it is here, you get depth here, you'd really be reading this curl defender. So if he gets depth, you'd want to put it on the shallow. If we're just high-low in this cap. I think that I'm looking that way. And for whatever reason, not whatever reason, because the left tackle gets pushed back, I just basically find the check down out here. And Sean does a nice job catching it and finding a first down for us. So 3rd and forever, never going to complain about getting or rarely going to complain about getting a completion. On 3rd and long, good things happen. Again, you can see if you're reading that linebacker up top, that curl defender outside the hash, you know, kind of tweener-ish. It's going to be tough to get that deep in behind him. Got to go get a completion. First completion ever in the league with a little body language lean for the first down. Ha-ha. So again, I mean, so many 7-step drops. You guys wonder why I'm still recovering from all the 7-step drops. Go watch this full game. Yo. Yeah. Go get the first. Nice. Next one here, the very next play, a little 744. So kind of a deep out down here to the bottom versus free access. Your boy got some anticipation. Now, we don't have some A for accuracy because this ball is left inside. Sean does a nice job hitting the brakes, catching that thing for us. This play, first let's just watch the anticipation because it's the best part. 5 hitch throw. So right there, I'm throwing that thing. You can see Sean down here at the bottom. He's running that 15-yard out, 7 out. I'm throwing that thing right there. You know, we had to do it, right? Had to do it. Y'all, you got to celebrate it, okay? This is 2nd ever completion in the league for me. Go out here, rip a deep out with anticipation. Now, would I love to put the throw wider? For sure. But that's pretty nice. Watch how early that thing is up. Right there. Sean keeps going to the 45. Nice adjustment. Now, what is this play? I think in this offense, we called this a 744. So if I remember correctly, the single digit started on the weak side, so the split end type. So this would be the 7, that 15-yard flat out. Here to be the inside 4, a little shallower, the deep 4 at 20. And so, you know, this read could change all the time. But right here, I love the fact that we're going away from rotation, free access, you know, things you'll hear me say on this channel all the time. Anytime this corner is getting depth and he's got his ass to the sideline or his rear facing this way, you really have anything you want as long as you're on time and pseudo accurate. Now, this dude's a dude too. Don't get it twisted. Old Antoine Winfield could play, was a hell of a tackler. I usually would know to stay the hell away from him, to be honest with you. You can tell he is not afraid of me at all, just squatting there. But the timing, the anticipation, and the catch from Sean do a great job of getting a nice little chunk there. But I love the fact that we're coming right out the gate. Anticipation. Now, not my favorite footwork in the world, okay, if we're being fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of hitch backwards, kind of back and over. So don't love that, but I do love the timing of it. Nice rotational force there. Look at that thing. Smooth, little 3/4-ish. Look at that back foot. Stay on the ground. Get that rudder in the ground. Rotate. Love it. Next one here, 3rd and 6. Ball's near midfield. We're going to work a little. It ends up being kind of like an option-ish or a smash concept down here to the bottom. Don't really have time to get it off. Take probably an L from the right tackle. The reason this is on here, and you really can't see it from the wide here, is check out your boy here with the left-handed check down throw. Okay, now this is the first time I've ever played in the NFL. All right. So go along with the ride here. 7-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not there. Right tackle takes an L, gets beat inside. Right there. He's draped on my back. Check down right there over the ball. Left-handed. Now, if Tatum would have just stood where he was, maybe Twan doesn't hit the smack out of him right there. But besides for the all fours, this is pretty sweet. I mean, you talk about me celebrating incompletion checkdowns. But here's that little 7, or what I'm used to calling some version. I forget what we called this. Maybe like, I honestly don't remember. So, but it plays out basically like smash. But I think this might be an option-ish type route. So working down here, you know, if I had a little bit more time, could I throw it to Sean? Maybe. Don't though. Got to have, and again, you know, you'll hear me sometimes say I really like creativity in the arm angles to get the ball out to checkdowns. This is a good example of kind of saving a sack and really damn near getting a completion. So you can see that kind of high-low on the cloud corner down here to the bottom. You know, it's gonna be it's gonna be blurry. You probably come back and work Roy up top on the little wrap in. So no, don't have time to do that. Find a way to get to the check down. You know, would love if that's Bell to be able to just sit right there, as opposed to when I go to throw it, he's kind of moving. But still, y'all, NFL defensive end on my back, going down, left-handed. Let's go. All right, this next one here, I really want you to do me a favor and lock in. All right, it could probably be made, you could make an argument that this is the best throw I ever made as a pro. Certainly one of the top 5 throws that come to mind for me. This is called a tight 8. Okay, and there's a little backstory here that makes me appreciate it even more. Again, you got to appreciate the movement back in the day. Shift, get to a 3x1. The tight 8 is from Roy up top. It's a 25-yard, 7-step drop post. Okay, you're supposed to run it. Essentially, the stem is 20 yards, 5 yards to the hash off a tight split. I want you to just pay attention to the anticipation to the left. You can see Roy on the left. I'm throwing that thing right down the hash. Okay, 25 yards on his face. Earmuffs me here. Okay, earmuffs me. I'm going to give you plenty of time.
I don't know why you
plenty of
do
time.
It in front of the kid with the effing. All you gotta do is say
This
earmuffs to him.
is a fucking dot. And I think it's even cooler. Helmet gets pulled off. You see Kit there getting his helmet ready to go. He needs to get back in the game. So what is this route? And what is the story behind it? So the route here is what I'm used to calling, I think we called it, I'm pretty sure we spelt it like this. Tight 8. So it's got a tight split. I think the split was 8 yards. You're going to run inside release, try to get halfway between the hash and the numbers. Push to 20 yards, and then you're going to break, and the ball should be on the hash. So you're going to throw it down the hash at 20. That's supposed to be a 2, 25 yards. Yeah, I want you to appreciate the precision, because sometimes people be like, well, you being hard on the guy, you don't know what you're doing. Bro, 25 yards down the hash. The ball's on the 33. This is made to order versus Tampa. Okay, you're expecting the middle field player. You got 2 half field players. You're expecting the middle field player, the Mike, to match to the passing strength to this side. So as soon as he opens this way, EJ does a decent job of flipping his hips. But this is cover 2. We let it rip on time, 7-step hitch, let it go. Now, the part that's wild for me is during practice, during training camp, I want to say I missed like 5 of these in a row. I just didn't believe. I've never heard of a post being thrown versus Tampa 2. Certainly not a timing 7-step drop per post. This is where I started calling this offense the trust offense, because you just got to trust Mike. And that's really all I was doing here. 7-step drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hitch throw. And you can see watch the Mike linebacker. He opens to the field. Perfect. Now here he reads my eyes and comes back, flips his hips, but we got him. And again, the accuracy, the precision, great balance and strength from Roy there. Not looking the fastest without the helmet, but still pretty sweet. I mean, right? Like everybody, hey, sometimes it cracks me up on this channel. Everybody thinks that they love the idea. I could be a backup quarterback. Bro, this is not nothing, anything special specifically for me. This is damn near everybody in the league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hitch, throw. And again, you can see the middle linebacker. See him open to the field. Hitch, throw. Down the hash. Love a good inner post down the hash. Right on his face. Let's go. Let's go. Next one here, 4th and 1. I forgot about this play till I rewatched the game. 4th and 1, your boy gets him with a cadence. So we shift, we motion, hard count. Okay, reset, pretend like you're going to check the play, check, check, check. Now defenses are way smarter. They know you're bullshitting at this point. But this is a long time ago. I got him right there. My guy, big ticket, hell of a player, 93. Watch this emotion. Okay. I played on the Vikings for a hot second a few years before this, so I knew most of those guys. But you can't, this is one thing, and this is one of those weird kind of, I don't even know if it would be like a personal confession. But this kind of emotion, so doing something like this, which to me is like a very quarterback-centric thing where you're trying to draw them off, 4th and 1, free first down, this kind of emotion, or at least I can't capture anywhere else. Like you'll never see me act like that at like, coaching or little league, kids rec basketball or playing pickup hoops. You can't manufacture this for me. And when people always say, well, what do you miss about? I miss that about the competition. That is one of those things where like you just can't fake the funk with that kind of juice. Like that is full theatrics. Shift, motion, check the play, got him. Especially when it's guys I got Nacho Libre over there. Got your boy Sharp, not my boy. Boom, get big ticket, hell yeah. All right, next one here, 3rd and 14. All right, so this is where it starts going sideways a little bit. We're in the 3rd quarter. This is the first of 2 picks. This was one of those plays, if I remember correctly, I throw essentially like a deep go ball to Calvin. It ends up being a glorified punt. It hurts my soul a little bit that your boy 42 got this pick. Now, he could catch. He a creeper, but he can catch. This is a bit of it is certainly a bad look on film. And I'm not trying to make excuses. It's a bad look. If I had to do it over again, I'd say 2 middle fingers and check it down. This was kind of a specialty thing. I think I remember correctly. That's Calvin Johnson. He's just running essentially a deep go. Normally versus Tampa, you would want to rip this thing like a seam. But I think this was more over the top because I'm taking a deep drop here. And this type of like over the top, deep throw down the middle of the field, I personally think I don't put it where I want as far as right down his stem, which allows Sharp to come make this play. But this is not a normal type play. This is a Tampa 2 specific, future Hall of Famer rookie. We're trying to get big play opportunities deep down the field. 3rd and 14. I don't feel terrible about throwing a deep pick on 3rd and 14. Now it hurts your stats. That part of it, I feel like, a bit of an amateur hour. I should have just said 2 middle fingers, check it down. But, I think the other part is that it definitely drifts left to right. Like if I would have thrown it right down the hash, I'd give Calvin a chance versus a middle linebacker. kind of like that. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the ball drifting. So unfortunate. Both these picks for sure are my issues, my fault. Again, taking a hit, another 7-step drop. Just putting the tackles in a real tough spot. That's the old one where the chip actually hurts the tackle. If you watch the right tackle here, the chip him off the tackle right into my legs. But you can see here, if I throw that down the hash, I don't think Sharp can make a play on it. I think I just miss it. It drifts. He makes a hell of a play. Pick. Bummer. All right, the next one here, 3rd and 8. We're going to run what I'm used to calling little bullets here, post shift. Again, notice the pre-snap movement back in the day. Under center, 7-step drop, back pedal. You're welcome. This is a bullets route back in the day with Mike. It's nowadays more referred to as a rail. A few things here. One, it's a great job from Tatum Bell to be able to keep his balance, go get a first down, break that tackle. You can see he put his arm down, which is just outstanding. And again, this is one of those things I feel like people, don't quite understand if you never get an opportunity to be down on the field or, God forbid, play in the NFL. These dudes are just freaks. Like a running back in the NFL is a world-class athlete. This rail or bullet, Mike used to teach this thing is you're running a go route through the feet of the tight defender. So kind of that track. And really it's 2 options here. You can throw it 1 here or 2 down the field. And it depends on what this front route does. Now, this is not a great route, in my opinion, from 11. He kind of gets manhandled at the line of scrimmage. But essentially, this is a glorified pick or rub, whether he's running mesh or he's kind of running a pivot, whatever this route is. So the defender who has the bullet, if he goes over the top of that, you want to put it on him right away. And so that you're pedaling. And this play really allowed me to win the backup job in Detroit because the guys who were there before I got there in camp just couldn't play these plays or see these things quick enough. So as you backpedal out, you just see what he does. If he goes over the top, you put it on him right away. If he were to some reason go under this or get picked, say he was closer to the line of scrimmage and went under, that's when you would want to throw this thing deep down the field. So again, you have 2 options on this bullet, right away or deep down the field. And so right here, you can see he's going to come down. He's going to go over the top. Now he's got to make a miss. He gets paid to make a miss, and that's exactly what he does. But again, kind of a dated, you don't see a lot of under center pedal hot throws like that. And honestly, in a blitz period during camp, I was able to do this a few times. That's how I became the backup on this team. That was it. And there were other smart, good players in the room. They just struggled with getting the ball out of their hands. And in Mike's stuff, you needed to know where you were hot off 56, free runner. You can see him with the loop, ball out. Don't even get hit. And again, you can see the outstanding kind of spin roll, hand down right there. Go get a first down. I love bullets. Next one here, my first ever touchdown pass. This is just a jump ball to Calvin down here to the bottom. It's not really even a jump ball. He just bullies his ass. And you got to, again, understand that I was in Minnesota a few years before this. I think 2005. This is 2007. So I knew a lot of these guys on the back end. There was no way I wasn't going at 23 versus 26. Man, that's no shot at Cedric down here to the bottom. Just Antoine Winfield was a very good player. And again, I had 2 big wide receivers, was going to love to give Calvin a chance. Love the fact that it was 281. This is just double phase on both sides, 2nd and 1, take a shot, give your guy a chance. No overthrows, no foul balls. It doesn't have to be perfect. Love it. Next one here now, this is a true bummer. Okay, this is goes on me as a fumble, scoop and score. Okay, I'm not taking the heat for this. That's just the truth of it. Again, notice the shift motion. This is a run play. I'm going to call it outside zone with kind of a guard fold. I'll be honest with you. I don't recall. I didn't know enough about the run game that we were running here, but this is big ticket, 93. This Pat Williams. These dudes were both studs. This dude was a game wrecker. This was a run stuffer. And I'm not sure what the hell your boy Woody is doing here. Now, I'm not putting it on Woody, but whatever this is where we're giving up, we're going like this and asking our right tackle to come down on that 3 and just whiff on what essentially is under center kind of outside zone ball handling here. So I don't know what I would, what you would want to tell me to say, hey, protect the ball here. You're extending the ball, trying to hand it off. This is a run. Again, I don't know, who's making I don't know. I don't recall what the run was here. Like if the guard's going for sure, or if they're making a call based on front. Regardless, bad football, ball out, scoop and score, gift for your boy 91. But again, you look at the stat sheet and you see, fumble, scoop and score. Well, I see shift motion, outside zone ball handling, tackled. Hard to do. Unblocked. Turns into the A gap, but it's really A-B gap. You extend the ball, reach for, try to get deep to him, ball out. Disaster. Next one here. This is a nice, easy pitch and catch up top. This is a 9 stop to your boy Roy. I would say he turns a little bit early. This is probably like a lowercase anticipation. He does a nice job spinning, making a miss, turning that into like a mini chunk. But to me here, these 9 stops were 5, no hitch, get the ball out. And I would tell, wide receiver wise here, you just don't want to turn your head early at all. You want this thing to look like a vertical, look like a go route. So as we go sell that thing, don't peek your head early, hit your depth. I'm taking 5, no hitch, and hopefully throwing this with anticipation. In reality here, because I think he kind of peeks his head a little bit, this is probably more lowercase. But again, you can see the timing or the precision that goes into these throws. Now, this is a lot of space up top also. He's very NFL open. He's off by 5. You got a 5-yard cushion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ball out. You can see me going to throw it right there. You can see Roy. I guess he hasn't turned yet. He kind of turns his head right there. I would say that's early. Still able to have some cushion, make somebody miss, and go get some. So again, just the timing of it. Again, I'm very aware that is also very open as well. But the timing of it allows Roy to make somebody miss. He makes somebody miss. Accelerate, protect yourself on the boundary. And then the last one here, 3rd and 11, ball's on the 29. This is a terrible pick by me. This is just horrendous. Now, I'll try to paint the picture or the context about what's going on here, but this is a bad decision. Can't do it. Forced. I think the throw is actually not that bad, but it's never going to be there. Okay, this is a bit of a bastardized, what a lot of people call in the West Coast world, all-go special. In the digit world, like 989, you can see me kind of pump here to the middle. Now, I will tell you that when I first got to Detroit or the digit world, I had never really heard of this play. I don't think a lot of teams run this play, but really this is just a version of all go. And again, it's kind of at a 3x1. But what we're doing here is here's that kind of 9. Here's that traditional seam. So if you were to just look at that, every team runs some version of that. The thing that we like to used to do, and really it was the first time Mike Martz talked about it in red zone installs, and then I would see Kitna run it at a really high level. I think he actually threw a touchdown or almost tried to earlier on this. And it's a Tampa 2 play, but really it's about the safety to one side, whatever you think the near safety is, the tighter safety. You want to, and I think we used to take 7, which is hard to believe, but 7, and then you wanted to pump to the inside one. So you would pump in and throw out, kind of like a deep hole shot. Now, normally, I would say we would be a little bit closer, like a high red zone or just out of the red, blurry red. This, to me, at the 29 is almost impossible. Again, make no mistake about it. Okay, let me be really clear. Okay, this is 100% on me. Okay, no doubt about it. If I had to do it over again, I would either throw this thing out the back of the end zone or high back 5 that thing, or the smart play, what I should have done is just check it down and say kick a field goal. Okay, so 100% on me. But also both these picks kind of happen on like unique-ish Tampa play shots that I just hadn't played a lot before. Just like the tight 8 I hadn't played a lot before. So I'm mad at myself for throwing this pick more than the earlier pick. This is a very bad decision, bad throw, bad look, bad ball. And then it's even worse when you look at the check down and you see how open it is, and it's 3rd and 11. So again, could I put it on the back pylon? Yeah, it's going to be crazy tight though. I mean, look at that safety. I got no business making this throw. Bad decision. Not a good enough ball. Pick. And again, it's worse when you notice the back as an easy check down completion. Now, is he going to get a first down? Who knows what Brian's going to do, but right there. And again, you can see the ridiculous pump that I'm doing. 7-step pump. Trying to rip a hole shot with somebody in my lap. Oh, man. Bad ball. Bad ball. So that is a wrap. First ever significant real NFL action. Kind of all over the place, not going to lie. Going back and watching this thing, it was a lot of fun for me. I remember the tight 8. I remember the touchdown pass to Calvin. Didn't really remember much else of the game. Certainly remembered the interceptions as well. I remember the results of the interceptions. I didn't remember necessarily exactly how they happened. So kind of fun to walk that thing back. It was pretty surreal, actually, to go back and watch the full game. Very cool on a number of different levels. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.